Hello world, welcome to a PonderCast episode. In this episode, I talk to teachers about how to make podcasts, why to make podcasts, and then we make a podcast. So I started making podcasts a little over a year ago to help share the good news of my students, and then some of my students even jumped in, and it's a great way to do that because on podcasts, we can do this on video and on audio. So if you haven't already subscribed, please smash that subscribe button on YouTube. But if you love podcasts and you would rather listen to this, I am on all of the streaming networks that I can figure out. So iTunes and Spotify and Anchor and all the rest. So if you have any questions about podcasting, please let me know. Contact me. You can tweet me. You can email me, and I'd be happy to help. I hope you enjoy this episode with a whole bunch of teachers sharing a whole bunch of good news at the Indiana Connected Educators Conference. All right, let's get a little focus. There we go. All right, CJ, what was your favorite part about the Indiana Connected Educators Conference?
I love meeting so many dedicated people, people who are dedicated to kids, people who are dedicated to perpetuating creativity in their field of expertise. It felt like a homecoming. With a bunch of strangers I've never met before, but now we're friends. So
yeah,
that was it.
Yeah, thanks so much for coming.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right, Lance, what's your favorite part about ICE?
Well, all the presenters are pretty awesome, especially that Seth Ponder guy.
Thanks.
I didn't go to. Did you present?
I did present.
You did? I'm sorry, I missed yours. I must have went to someone else. Anyway, I should have gone to yours because yours would have rocked.
Yeah, it's about podcasting, so we're.
This is perfect.
Yeah, so you're getting a little bit on it. Well, okay, so
I'm experiencing it. This is hands-on.
Yeah, what is the session that you attended that you liked?
Okay, I went to Chad Balloon's 12 C's. I learned that there's more C's than 4. There's 12 C's.
There you go.
And I can't remember them all, but they were all really good, and it goes way beyond the 4 C's, so you should check out his slide presentation if you can get a hold of that.
All right.
I'm sorry, I can't remember them off the top of my head. I'm not a good learner.
No.
I need remedial help.
Yeah. Cool.
I'm Amanda Hanan, and I'm from Indianapolis, and I teach elementary technology at 2 schools in my district.
All right.
My name is Kathy Augustin. I teach 2nd grade in Griffith, Indiana, and I do general education.
My name is Mike Fagans from Rensselaer, Indiana. I'm the tech coach at the middle school there.
I'm Mary Carnahan, and I'm with the Indiana Department of Education. I'm the e-learning resource specialist.
I'm Ken Benich, the Director of Technology for the School City of Hammond.
All right.
Emily Wonnemuller, and I am an 8th grade math teacher from Evansville, Indiana at Washington Middle School.
My name is Dominic Walls. I'm the site coordinator at Washington Middle School.
All right, so we pretty much cover the state. We'll kind of circle back around. So what's your favorite app to use these days?
Oh, favorite app?
Or website?
I mean, probably Pinterest, because I can use it for literally school, looking up recipes at home, being bored and just looking at memes and whatnot. So, yeah, kind of boring, but Pinterest.
I like Instagram.
Yep.
I use that one a lot. Fantasy football here lately. Stuff like that. ESPN.
Yep.
That kind of stuff.
I'm as boring. It's mainly email all the time, just trying to communicate and.
A lot of social media, Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest for recipes.
I would say the same. I'm getting more so into Instagram and Twitter as far as the educational aspect of it.
Same way, social media. I'll go old school Facebook too. A lot of those are kind of the best way to go, just connecting with family and friends.
Lately, I've been just on a lot of coding things because I'm teaching myself to code to teach my students how to code. So I'm like on code.org a lot, or Scratch, or things like that. So everything I do is coding right now.
Everything you do is coding.
I'm a go-to on Twitter for educational ideas and things like that.
I just love how maybe 10, 15 years ago, it was like teachers should not be using social media, education should, and now almost all of us just said a social media thing, right? It's just like if you're not using social media, it's a great way to get PD. Like, I can sit on my couch and watch the football game and flip through Twitter, and all of a sudden I've learned a couple things, and I'm happy. And hopefully podcasts are doing that same thing. Next question is, what's your favorite tech to use at school?
My kids are obsessed with Google Slides because of the creativity aspect, and they're learning like the different tools and creative ways we can add to it and make their own stuff. So they're kind of like putting their own style on it. So now they've just kind of exploded with Google Slides, and I'm sitting here like, it's slides, but okay, I'm glad you're excited about it. But
It's funny, because I got the same thing.
Yeah,
We
I
just
don't-
finished a class with 6th graders, and
Yeah.
they just go crazy.
mine's my 3rd and 4th graders. They're obsessed, and it's just the funniest thing to watch them and see how they interact with it. And then like kindergarten and 1st graders are obsessed with the keyboard and typing. So I think it's just kind of funny the range of what I have right now.
And you're agreeing Google Slides is your go-to?
Which is surprising, but yeah,
Yeah,
they
it is.
think it's fun.
Mm-hmm. They love it.
I've been using Seesaw a lot this year, and I included the parent aspect, and so I've gotten lots of great feedback from the parents. They love seeing inside the classroom and what the kids are doing, and they get to see more of the student work that doesn't come home right away.
Yeah.
I love that.
I'm gonna go with 3. My students are really enjoying Padlet.
Oh, yeah.
I love Symbaloo just because of the visual part of it. And then my kids just love playing around with Friendly. They just think that's so awesome, and being able to pull an image and have some tags with it is really cool.
I use the Google Suite a lot. It's my go-to.
I get to walk around a lot of classrooms in the district, and whenever the kids can get their Chromebooks out or use the Promethean board, I think there's a lot of action and a lot of movement in those classrooms, and they get excited about that.
Yeah. What do you guys?
For me, in the math room, Prodigy has been a real winner. Even for 8th grade, there are a lot of kids that are like very motivated by a very, I guess it's not a simple game, it is a good game, but, and now you can put assignments on there, and so the kids don't even know that I'm like, you're studying for the test. So yeah, it's been good.
I'm not a teacher, so my setting's a little bit different,
Sure.
but the stoves and sewing machines, it's old school technology.
Actually, speaking of podcasting and Prodigy, my oldest son, who's now 10 years old, he asked, when can I be on your podcast? I said, well, what do you want to show? I want to show Prodigy, Dad. And so we recorded a podcast, and he did the talking, and we practiced. We wrote some things down, and so he went through the writing process and the speaking process, and he is super shy. He does not like getting in front of his peers. However, it was just him and I and a camera, and he took it easy. And then one of his teachers caught wind that I do a podcast and found it and said, Henry, do you mind if I show the class? And he said, no, that's fine. And sat at his, and all of his kids, all of his friends thought he was the coolest kid because he was on YouTube, right? Like, oh, Henry, you were on YouTube and your dad has a podcast. That's so cool. I was like, you guys can do it too. And I guess if that makes me a cool dad, I'll take that one for a win, right? Favorite part about the Indiana Connected Educators Conference. I know this is my 10th, 12th year in a row coming. I really enjoy it. But why do you guys come here?
I like the variety. This is my first year here, but there's such a variety of opportunities to attend, and I have had a hard time deciding which, presentations to go to, but it's been good all around. So.
For me personally, it's trying to bring what's next in education to the students and reverse engineer it from the after school aspect, get them enjoying new technology and how to use it correctly, and then hopefully that influences the teachers within the building during day school to bring their kids to where my room is at to maybe use the stuff to get their agenda across.
I'd like to bring a group of teachers down just to let them get a feel of all the different things happening around the state, and just picking up 1 or 2 items and bringing those back to the district. And here, this year, having some great spotlight speakers, and it's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
I like to come learn new things, but also just to reconnect with people who I see just a couple times a year from all over the state. So, and I also have been coming to this conference for a long time. So it's just fun to connect every year with people.
And this is my first year. I was recommended to come because of the creativity and how inspirational it is. And so I've really enjoyed it.
I just think connecting with other teachers and sharing and always giving those, couple apps or websites that just, oh yeah, I forgot about that, or let's try that and see how that works.
Like, kind of getting to be a student for a day. Like, I will learn something, and then I get to play with it. So it's kind of like being a student again, except in a more advanced world than what I grew up in, where I grew up with computers, but not on the level that we use the type of technology that we have. So for me, it's a play day.
Play day. I love that's a great way to put it.
This is the first year I've been, but I've been to lots of tech conferences. I haven't been to a bad session yet, and it's, the end of the first day, and I think that's impressive. And I've been to ISTE several times, and this is up there.
So yeah, I want to thank you guys for coming in here and not knowing what you're getting into. You guys just thought you were coming to listen to me talk, and now you're on the podcast. So thank you for being a part of it. All right, Kyle, what's your favorite part?
Definitely the cookies. Love the cookies this year.
So my name is Dominic Walls. I'm from Washington Middle School in Evansville, Indiana.
Okay.
And I enjoy my time here at the Indiana Connected Educators Conference.
And what was your favorite part?
Oh, easily the podcast. Easily the podcast version session.
I was just saying that because of this, I think.
No, I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the makerspace design. I really enjoyed that, and the VR.
Okay.
VR portion.
Lots of good stuff.
Yes, sir.
Thanks a lot. What did you guys learn at Indiana Connected Educators Conference?
That Indiana is full of great educators. What she said.